That's good. Alright, let's start over, shall we? Alright. Here we go. So as you can see, no main deck cards banned. This is the wrong website again. Here we go. No main deck cards banned. No extra deck monsters banned. We talked about wanting to get Verde or Dragoon banned. Konami was just like, nah, fuck that shit. Also, when's the next ban list? No earlier than the 17th of July or of January. So this is our format for the rest of the year. We don't get a new ban list until mid-January. I would prefer Dragoon because I actually like Verde. Fair. But yeah, that Drytron combo where they just, like, if you hand trap them, they make Dragoon. Yeah, that's not going away. Drytron gets to keep that combo. And fair, I guess. Other hits will probably hurt Drytron more. Also, Kirin is still here, and it annoys me. Why is this card not back? Denlong is still here as well. This card doesn't need to be banned either. Maybe limited, but banned, certainly not. Okay, so no extra deck cards at all. I feel like there were some extra deck cards that we could hit. Preferably Dragoon would be on this list, but I guess they didn't think it was necessary. Preferably Thunder Dragon Colossus would not be on this list, but again, I guess they just aren't thinking. I would like to see Monkey Board come back, but I know some people don't like one-card scales. I just think that you're not really getting anything out of those one-card scales anymore in Pendulum. So I feel like Monkey Board could have come back to multiple copies. Because one Monkey Board is essentially all of your copies. Alright, let's continue looking, shall we? The first card. The first card banned is Zodiac Barrage. Why? Are we really hitting the viability of Zoo Tri-Brigade again? This is the second time. This is the second time. The Zoo package. Just run an extra Zoo monster. Instead of running 3 Zoos and 1 Barrage, just run 4 Zoos. Just run 4 Zoos. Even though Borbo would have been a better hit. Borbo legitimately would have been a better hit. I have been saying, if you want Zoo to stop being a splashable engine, Konami, just hit Borbo for like 3 ban lists now. And nobody at Konami is like, okay, well, let's finally hit the card that makes them a splashable engine that makes a 2-mat Zeus. Did they at least limit Zeus? Let's see. Ava. Okay, this is a reasonable... First of all, yeah, okay. You know what? I've complained about Zodiac Barrage enough. This should not be banned. Barrage is not a ban-worthy card, in my opinion. Let's see. Ava. Alright. Ava makes sense here. Ava makes sense here because they were using Ava to get like 12 negates. And this prevents Beatrice from getting banned. So the way that you were going to balance Drytron was either to limit Ava or straight up ban Beatrice. And I felt like Beatrice was not the right hit, and Ava was, because Ava was the card that was being broken. Ava was the card that was extremely ridiculous. Like, you were able to board 12 negates because of Ava in Drytron. Now you're down to questionable amount of negates, maybe like 6 or 7, which is still a lot, but it's not 12. You get 1 Ava and that's it, and I think that's reasonable. Only having the 1 Ava hurts Drytron so much. Because now if they hard open it, they can't do the Beatrice combo to get it out. They actually need to conserve their resources for that Ava. They're not going to be sending Ava like 5 million times. Which is good. They shouldn't be able to do that. I feel like there are still combos, and there will be more combos that make Drytron a perfectly viable deck without 3 copies of Ava. They will find cards to replace it. They will find things to do that don't revolve around Ava, in my opinion. They'll find something. They always do, after all. This is a reasonable limit. I feel like this card was the card that was the problem. And it being at 1 saves Drytron from being unplayable, but gets rid of Drytron's ridiculousness. The boarding 12 negates turn 1 off of 1 card. Wait, the ban list is out? Yep, so far we have Zodiac Barrage banned and Ava limited. So nobody saw this hit coming. Nice to see you, Pianta. And everyone saw this hit coming. Back up what I miss. You missed Zodiac Barrage being banned. Yeah, you heard me right. Zodiac Barrage. The card that is essentially an extra copy of a Zodiac monster is now banned. Which, oh my god. It is a hit that baffles me, if I'm honest with you. We are still hitting we're still hitting Tri-Zoo. Even now, we're hitting Tri-Zoo. Instead of Tri-Brigade itself, we're hitting Tri-Zoo. Is Exodia limited? It should be forbidden. I don't know. Don't ask me. Is this April Fool's or something? No, I think this is the actual ban list. I think this is the actual ban list, and that scares me even more. Wait, so what's good right now? The top decks are Hey,
Rez?
Yeah?
Do you think you can try and keep it down?
Okie dokie.
We're currently signing for the
You're currently what?
big test for...
Gotcha. I'll try to keep it... I won't be so loud. I'll just move the mic closer. Go. Okay. Let's see. The, also, fuck you, one. That fucking scared the shit out of me. The current top decks are Drytron, Tri-Brigade, Prank Kids, I suppose, and fucking, VW. The Zodiac Barrage is a hit to Tri-Brigade, or at least the Zoo Tri-Brigade variant, and the Zodiac Engine entirely. But you only really saw the Zodiac Engine pop up in 1 deck viably, so... And then, Ava was a hit to Drytron, because Drytron was using it to make 12 negates, which is ridiculous. Okay, that was the card that probably needed to get hit for Prank Kids, but it's kind of sad that it's the card that ended up getting hit. So essentially what what a hit to Meow Meow Mew does again for the deck is limiting it limits the comeback ability of Prank Kids. They now have to, like, top deck into a fusion or find some other way to get their turn 3 plays going should Meow Meow Mew get hit. Or should their board be removed in a meaningful way. I still think the deck is pretty viable with Meow Meow Mew limited. I just kind of wish that it was Doodle-Doe that got hit and not Meow Meow Mew, because the Doodle-Doe hit feels a little bit more tame and a little bit less gung-ho, because you can recur Doodle-Doe. You can't recur Meow Meow Mew. So should your board get outed, Meow Meow Mew, it's gone, and you have to find a new way of reestablishing your board. They have ways to do it: instant fusion, their polymerization. They can do that. It's just that they'd rather have other things. They'd rather be doing other things. Yeah. I feel like the deck's still definitely viable. Yeah, it's still definitely viable with one copy of Mew, but maybe not the tier 2, tier 1-ish, or like tier 1.5-ish threat that it was. Because it just doesn't, like, doesn't have that sticking power that it did, where they could just every turn combo off and make the same board. Now you've got your resources are a little fucky, because you can only activate the Butler effect one time. You can only combo off with Meow Meow Mew one time. I feel like this doesn't hurt the overall ceiling of the deck, but it does hurt the ability to get to that ceiling as often. If you know what I mean. It also hurts the deck's ability to play through hand traps, which was a thing that it could do. Do we got anything else? Fire Formation Tenki. Okay, realistically, Fire Formation Tenki needed to get hit at some point, right? Like, Rhoda's on here. Like, every other way to search a level 4 or lower type-specific monster is on here. Realistically, Tenki needed to get hit at some point. But, this isn't the hit that anybody wanted to see. We could have limited, like, anything else for Tri-Brigade, really. This definitely hurts Tri-Brigade. Mind you, they actually have to run, like, Airborne Assault or something for consistency now. But, come on, really? Come on, really? I know that Tenki goes on and off the ban list, so we might see this come back once Tri-Brigade is, Tri-Brigade is not as powerful. But, I feel like this doesn't hurt Tri-Brigade enough. This hurts Beast Warrior decks a lot, and Tri-Brigade not enough. You're in your Discord server. It'd be a shame if someone enters. Wait, why would you say, Tri-Brigade would be strong? Tri-Brigade is currently strong. I think the 2 hits to Tri-Brigade being Zodiac Barrage banned and Tenki limited aren't really enough to remove the deck from the meta. The deck is still really good. Would Tri and Sky Brigade combo? That's a good question. Probably? Yeah, I think so. They'd be able to do stuff together. The problem is that Sky Brigade doesn't really do anything turn 1. I feel like. They definitely combo, but they just don't do anything relevant. Well, actually, they board 2 negates, so that's something. Hey, Lady Alex, we're looking at the ban list. The deck needs, this needs a a heck out of decks that see no play. Yeah, decks that see no play need Tenki, and Tenki being at 1 hurts. Also, this is not the hit to Tri-Brigade that matters. The hit to Tri-Brigade that matters is Revolt. And we don't see Revolt yet. Maybe as I scroll down, Revolt will be there. But if Revolt isn't there, Tri-Brigade is fine. Like, they can lose both Tenki and Barrage, and Zoo Tri-Brigade will still be perfectly fine. The deck will not be dead. It'll be less powerful, but it will certainly not be dead. And Pure Tri will certainly not be dead as well, because Rescue Cat exists. So we might just see them swap to Rescue Cat. Do we want it dead? No, but we don't want it, like, tier 1 anymore. Because people are tired of Tri-Brigade. And I feel like these hits do not make it not tier 1. I feel like these hits keep Tri-Brigade as a tier 1 deck pretty easily. Just because their names sound alike? I mean, they could probably... Some of their cards synergize. All of these hits, but you won't hit on me. We want the deck to be functional, hindered, but not dead. That's what a good nerf is. Yeah, true. And I feel like Tenki and Zodiac Barrage don't do that to Tri-Brigade. They just make it so that you question running the Zodiac variant instead of the pure variant. And the pure variant has things that it can replace Tenki with. Like definitely. Rescue Cat is a card that exists. You could also throw in, that one fucking, monster card, X-Seed. You could throw in X-Seed as well. Alright, well, enough complaining about Tenki being hit as a card. Complaining about Tenki being hit will not get it back. Okay, so let's start with the lack of Revolt here. Okay, so it's definite. Okay, Tri-Brigade is definitely at least tier 2, probably still tier 1. No hit to Revolt means the deck is still perfectly playable. The deck will just put in 3 copies of Airborne Assault, or they'll put in 3 copies of, fucking... They probably won't play Airborne Assault, let me fix that. They'll probably just put in 3 copies of, fucking... What's it called? X-Seed and call it a day. Danger Nessie coming back. Danger Nessie is the strongest limited danger. By far. And I don't think it should be limited. I don't think any of the dangers should be limited. So you really love to see a card that shouldn't be on the limited list in any way, shape, or form coming back. Hopefully the next list... Oh, shit, fuck. I was trying to scroll through Discord. Hopefully on the next list, we can see Tsuchinoko and Jackalope come back as well. Because they shouldn't be limited. I love waiting for months for nothing to change. Exactly. The Nessie... Bringing Nessie back to 2 is certainly nice, though. Having 2 Nessie is better than having 1 Nessie. So, yeah. Skullcrabet Joker. What deck would be good for me? I want it cute. Madolche is pretty cute. And Madolche is a pretty decent deck as well. You could always run Live Twin shit. Live Twin's pretty decent as well at the moment. And they'll be better in the next set as well. They're already pretty okay. And in the next set, they get their boss monster. Live Twins are good right now? Live Twins are good Are they meta? They might be. It depends on what people do with them. But I feel like they have the... Now that Trouble Sunny is a thing that exists, I feel like there's a possibility, maybe, that they might be meta. I don't know. They'll at least be, like, high rogue, if anything. I'm counting on you. I don't know the appropriate hand trap lineup, so... Do VW run E-Telly? VW does run E-Telly. It's very interesting that every deck in the meta got a nerf, and then we got a buff to VW with E-Telly coming back to 2. I don't think E-Telly is coming back to 2 because of VW, though. I think it's coming back to sell Punk, which you can tell was designed with E-Telly in mind. Also, I just don't feel like E-Telly is that powerful of a card. Sure, it's an extra copy of a name for VW, but, and this is a big but, VW prefers its cards in hand. VW massively prefers all of its cards but one in hand. E-Telly exists for getting literally one card on the field, and that's Nyan Nyan. Which you run at 2. You could search the other level 3 card with E-Telly, but you would 100 times out of 10 rather have that card in hand than have it on the field. So I feel like E-Telly doesn't do as much as people think it does for VW. It's certainly a buff, but it is a very minuscule one at that. E-Telly is a standard card for any Psychic decks, and Psychic decks are bad. Like, some Psychic decks are so bad that they can't even run E-Telly, and they don't run E-Telly. Such as, Metal Foes. Metal Foes can't even run E-Telly. Same thing with, Mech Knight. Mech Knight can't even run E-Telly. What's the point of having E-Telly limited if literally 2 of the decks that would take advantage of it can even run it? Oh yeah, Cosmo's the thing that can run it, I suppose. Yeah, Cosmos would definitely, like an extra E-Telly. Maybe I might polish off my Cosmos. I feel like this doesn't help Cosmos that much, but any way to get to Tin Man is a way to get to Tin Man, so... I mean, you do you. Then Skullcrabat Joker. This card could have straight jumped to 3. Fair. Skullcrabat Joker, huh? Why is this card at 2? This card should be at 3. It didn't do anything at 1. It won't do anything at 2. And it certainly won't do anything at 3. Why? Because the relevant target for Skullcrabat Joker is banned. And you might be wondering, are there any other relevant targets for Skullcrabat Joker? No. No, there are not. The only card is Monkey Board. Yes, there are. Not that are good. What are you gonna search? Liz Draw? Liz Draw and hope you have another Pendulum Scale card? Second Donkey and hope that you already have Scale set? Maybe. Maybe I'm a Performapal player.
Banlist out.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking at it right now.
Dumb Banlist.
It's bad, yeah. They hit around the meta instead of hitting it directly.
Tri-Brigade pretty much lost nothing except for, like...
2 tankies.
Yeah. So, Zodiac's unplayable. Every
Zodiac is not unplayable.
It's pretty much unplayable. You have to hard open a single one, and you have no search at all to get around them stopping your play now.
Just run more Zodiacs.
Yeah, but if they get rid of it, you just pass turn.
You only had 1 barrage anyway.
Yeah, but it at least gave a way to play around getting your normal summon negated.
Yeah, fair.
And
No, but Pendulum Sorcerer is still fine. Pendulum
Right.
Sorcerer is still fine. Yeah,
Frank
you get a
kids
point
aren't
there.
playable at all anymore because you need at least 2 Meow Meows to play the deck.
They're still playable. It's
No.
just that their board is a lot less
No, it's
ecstatic.
Not even because here's the thing. Now, if you get ashed, you don't just pass turn, you scoop because you don't have the Meow Meow to play at all.
True.
So if you get ashed or any hand trap, you just scoop. You don't just pass.
Mm-hmm.
And having a deck that doesn't just
Well-
pass turn, but instead scoops to a single hand trap is a little bit
I would like to
much.
point out that we have 3 copies of Crossout Designator.
Not yet, but that might buff them enough to stay playable, but until we
Mhm.
actually get the cross out, it's unplayable. Although, luckily, this
And-
doesn't take effect till October.
Prank.
So, after the break, I'm going to be doing the test.
Gotcha. Do you need your voice on for the test?
No.
But you want me to quiet down?
Yes.
Gotcha.
And Drytron really lost out
It's
because a lot
currently a
of lists
debate
only
between
ran
lunch
one
or
Ava.
micro break.
No, lists ran.
A lot.
Current lists were running 3 Ava.
No, a lot ran one, and then a decent number ran two. There were very few running a full 3. Because 3 was brick.
The
way too
one-
of it.
The 1 hurts, trust me, because now you can't board 12 negates.
It's not as consistent, but you still get about 8 negates instead.
You don't get 12 negates, which is the important thing.
You don't need 12. You literally just need 6, and your opponent can't resolve a single card.
Depends if your opponent opens droplets or not.
Yeah, but the 12 negates doesn't change anything if they open droplet.
Well, it does change something because now they can't search a negate.
If they drop
They can't search Orange Light off of Ava during the opponent's turn if they do open droplets.
they still could search it off of it like after resolving it once. So, and usually you'll still get fullest off the Beatrice, ending them with like 5 or 6 negates instead of putting 12.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
When players want to be
So it
back,
really
and we're
doesn't
going to be
change
throwing the
anything,
test.
So they board just enough negates to negate every card you play instead of double every card you play.
Yeah, but if Ava gets negated, then they don't have another Ava, which matters. God, I hate when people go, yeah, Ava getting limited doesn't matter at all. It's not gonna change anything. Motherfucker, they searched like 12 cards off of Ava. It matters. If Ava gets ashed, there goes their Ava. This is a nothing list? No, this list, okay. This is not a nothing list. The unlimits are kind of meh, but the limits matter. Like, the limits are actually going to hurt decks. Like, Fire Formation Tenki plus Zodiac Barrage makes Zoo Brigade pretty much almost unplayable.
Yeah.
Meow Meow Mew does definitely hurt Prank Kids, and Ava does definitely hurt Tri Brigade. Or, sorry, Drytron. But the list isn't a nothing list. It hurt the meta. It just did not directly hurt the meta. It hit around instead of directly.
Now, to be fair, I don't think Drytron's too bad other than the end board.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically, their boss monster they end on the Herald is annoying. So I don't think they needed
Free
too
Jet
much.
Synchron.
I don't think they needed too much, but one Ava still gives them 6 to 8 negates. So that's why I say it didn't change anything, because they still get more negates than you have cards in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
It hurt enough, but it would be nice if they also hit Dragoons so that they had more plays. Drytron is already a bricky enough deck. The only problem with Drytron was that they were able to make...
2 Ava instead of 3, because it's bricky as is.
People were running 3 Ava and seeing a lot of competitive success.
It wasn't as common as you think it was.
It was common in the top cut.
There's 3 Ava was run in some builds, but a lot of builds ran 1 or 2.
Where is Jet Synchron Res?
Drytron
I don't know, Barry. I don't control the ban list. I could go through the number of top cut lists right now and show how many lists were running 3 Ava. 3 Ava mattered because you could... Like, opening Ava wasn't bad because you were running fucking Herald of Orange Light. So it's just wrong. He's just wrong at the moment. Because dropping Ava off of Orange Light was actually, like, good. So I don't know what he's talking about. Yeah, these are certainly annoying. The meta will definitely be impacted by this. The best deck was probably Zoo Brigade. And Zoo Brigade is less playable now with Barrage gone. The Zodiac package is slightly weaker. I feel like Zodiac is still playable as a whole, and the Zodiac engine being splashed into things is still playable as a whole. But
I pointed out to someone said Meow Meow doesn't being at 1 doesn't hurt prank kids at all. I pointed out.
oh no, it hurts prank kids. It just
pointed-
doesn't hurt them
No, I
like
pointed
to the
out
point of
that
unplayability.
I pointed out that if your one normal summon gets negated, you don't just pass turn. You literally go game 2 if your normal summon gets stopped. Because once you've linked into that Meow Meow, you're not boarding 2 monsters in 1 turn. Because you have to normal summon to get.
It hurts them,
play
but it doesn't
started.
severely rip them apart. Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't make
All
them
of
one-
these
It doesn't make
hurt them,
one-
but that it didn't destroy any of the
The
decks.
biggest one is the Meow Meow makes them practically unplayable until we get cross out.
I wouldn't say it's unplayable.
$300 extra to play the deck.
Also, when does this list go live?
It goes live when the 10s come out. It's a good thing, at least.
Yeah, so it goes...
But keep in mind, crossout's a $120 card, too. So that's going to be annoying that the deck's now a $1,000 deck.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what's something else that's funny?
What?
The dude's retort was, the deck never needed Meow Meow. It was already tier 1 before we got the card.
It was definitely not tier 1 before before we got Meow Meow.
His reason is it topped 1 YCS, so that made it the best deck of the format. Before Meow Meow. I'm like, 1 YCS. I can go and play Monkey Flip and top a YCS if I get lucky.
Okay.
What's the
Ava
logic in
hit
that
is
statement?
probably the most realistic. Drytron doesn't need Zoo to be
No,
to be
would've been
good.
better hit, personally.
Tanky hurts other Beast Warrior decks than Try. It certainly hurts Try, but not that much. Meow Meow is probably a decent hit. Yeah, Meow Meow is definitely a hit that hurts. It hurts a lot. The semi-limits and unlimits are eh. Yeah, see, the problem with the semi-limits, if we go down to the semi-limits, all of these cards that got semi-limited could come to 3, except for, like, maybe E-Telly, and it wouldn't matter. Why did they hit Zoos so hard instead of Barrage? Though, instead of, Revolt? Let's see. Konami likes banning old cards before they ban new cards. As you can see, we didn't get a single Drytron card hit, but we got a card in Drytron hit, which was Ava. They like to hit the oldest possible cards they can that are making a deck good before they hit the cards from the deck itself. So, they've exhausted every possible resource to make Drytron not tier 1 without hitting Drytron directly. If, then, in the next format, they've hit every possible card in Drytron and Tri-Brigade that is not a Drytron nor Tri-Brigade card without making them tier, without hitting, yeah, that isn't a, that they can until, okay, let me rephrase that. Every Tri-Brigade and Drytron card that was used in those decks that wasn't a Drytron or Tri-Brigade card has been hit. Yes? Okay. All of these cards have been hit in an attempt to make the decks not tier 1. If then, in the next format, Tri-Brigade and Drytron are still tier 1, we will then probably need to think about hitting cards that came out in the year 2020. Instead of hitting cards that came out in not the year 2020. I guess at Ignister best deck, a deck that dies to 2 hand traps, sometimes 1 if it opens badly? I don't think so.
Or 3.
A deck that dies to literally everything in the meta is going to be is going to be best deck? Nah. God, the copium around Ignister is so hard. Ignister has gotten, like, what? 3 tops in the past format, I don't think Ignister's gonna be tier 1. The problem with Ignister is it's like a going second deck, essentially. That's what it has to do to put up some sort of decent play against the opponent. Are Drytrons in the Megatins, or am I mistaken? All of the Drytron monsters are in the Megatins, yes. Tri-Brigade still has Bird Up and Pure. Bird Up has kind of fallen out, and Pure is definitely playable, but the tanky hit does hurt a little bit. The tanky hit is noticeable. It is certainly noticeable. And yeah, Revolt was definitely the hit that should have happened. That didn't happen because I don't fucking know. Don't ask me why Revolt didn't get hit. I have absolutely no fucking clue why Revolt didn't get hit. I think it's just because let's hit old cards before we hit new cards, and that was that.